Hi guys, today's recipe is most iconic and beloved snack in North Indian cuisine, known for its crisp golden brown exterior and spicy flavorful filling. It is a favorite street food and a must have at festive gathering. So let's see how to make Punjabi samosa. It's a rainy day and it's a perfect time to snack on fried fritters. Now, before I begin with the recipe, it's a big shout out to one of my little helpers, Arjun, who's my nephew. You did an amazing job with these samosas. Honestly, they taste just like the ones we ate at the Punjabi dhaba. I'm really impressed with how you handled the kitchen. Your attention to details and flavors was spot on. He was the one to keep reminding me of missing ingredients in and out in this recipe. Now let's look at the ingredients required. Now here I've boiled half kg potato and I have used 2 cups of fresh green peas. I have boiled them, let them cool, and I've peeled the potatoes, chopped them, and for the tadka, to a heavy bottom pan, I have added a mixture of oil and ghee. Now it's completely up to you whether you want to use both ghee and oil, or you may use either or. Now the recipe goes like this. I've taken 2 parts of oil and 1 part of ghee. Now once it is heated enough, in goes 1 teaspoon of cumin, along with which I have chopped 2 to 3 green chillies. Now mind you, if they are children, you may want to use less spice. Now in goes half inch of minced ginger and mix all these ingredients well. Now remember guys, we are frying all these ingredients first and then in goes our boiled potatoes and peas. Now here first I'm going to mix all these ingredients well before I incorporate all the other masalas. So we are going to mix all these ingredients for at least few seconds. Now after mixing all the ingredients, the potato and the green peas, in goes few more dry ingredients. I've used 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Now this is the Kashmiri red chili powder, along with half teaspoon of cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, which is homemade garam masala, along with 1/4 teaspoon of amchur powder and half teaspoon of coriander powder, along with salt to taste. I have also incorporated a handful of freshly chopped coriander and I've given it a good mix. Now freshly chopped coriander especially gives an amazing taste to the Punjabi samosa. Now this is completely optional. Now I have mixed all the ingredients well, and once it is ready, I have switched off the flame and covered the lid and kept it aside. Now next, quickly let's see how to make a crispy flaky samosa dough. I've taken 2 cups of maida, and to which I have taken almost 1 tablespoon of ajwain or carom seeds. We are going to crush it before we incorporate it in the dough, along with 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Now guys, cumin seeds is optional. If you like the flavor of it, you may want to incorporate it, along with salt to taste. Now here we are going to bind it with 2 tablespoon of ghee. Now I have only taken 1 tablespoon now and I'll be using the other tablespoon later. Now guys, first we are mixing all these ingredients together, and the first achievement that we require to kneading this dough is a coarse breadcrumb like consistency. Now once you get that breadcrumb like consistency, we are going to incorporate water bit by bit. Now here in all I have used half cup of water, and we are going to gradually knead the dough. Now remember guys, we do not require the dough to be too soft or too tough. Now remember guys, if you make matri or is the exact consistency that we require for this dough. Now my nephew is helping me incorporate ghee and oil into this dough. Now here I have knead the dough the way I want it, and I've achieved a perfect consistency. Just tap the dough before you put it to rest for at least 30 to 40 minutes. Now guys, here the samosa dough has rested enough for 40 minutes. Now before rolling out to puris, I'm going to knead the dough again so I can get the best flaky samosa. Now pinch a small dough ball of the samosa dough that we have prepared, and we are going to roll it out to a small size puri. Now guys, if you want, you can cut into two as you are seeing in the video, and you can make two samosas out of this one entire circle of the dough that we had used. But here I am going to make some design, as we have got children and they just love something new. So what I've done is I have cut them into semicircles, and I have teased the other semicircles into thin slices. Now I have patched both these halves with a touch of water. Now guys, if you want, you can use a slurry of cornstarch and water, mix it together, and you can use it as a binding agent to close the samosa. But here today I have used only water. Now once we have stuffed enough stuffing into the triangular shape of samosa, close the end using the fork as shown. It gives. Now prepare as many samosas that you require for a serving, and cover these samosas with a damp cloth to avoid any drying of the samosa dough, and so that it becomes flaky and crispy after it is fried. Now guys, it's a shout out. Do try this recipe and leave a comment if you like the recipe. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. And yes, now as you can see, I've prepared as many as I require for one serving. Now heat oil to a heavy bottom pan, and guys, once the oil is heated enough, transfer the samosas one by one. And remember, we are going to adjust the flame from medium high to medium low, as we require the samosas to be nice, crispy, flaky, and golden brown on all sides. Now once you achieve the right consistency, transfer them to a kitchen towel and let. Now a flaky deep fried pastry filled with hearty mixture of boiled potatoes, green peas, and aromatic spices are ready to serve. Now you can serve it with tamarind or green chutney along with chai. So until next time, God bless, stay healthy, eat right. Ciao.